Hello, this is Bonsai, or known as XL, and I'm using this Mark III, which is pretty damn shakalackin', which is pretty damn nice. Now, I'm gonna have a rant against certain type of YouTubers that basically completely remove the words that you say into like comment sections. They remove words so they can prove themselves right, or they're basically probably scared because they do not want a group of YouTubers to go mad against them. And it's kind of a pain in the ass. And the thing is, you just gotta let the words fly free, because if you don't let the words freaking fly free, I swear to God, dude, majority of the time these mother flippers won't be able to do two things about anything. And they need the freaking honest truth about certain things. They just suck it up thinking that they um are able to just completely ignore you. Just don't let them. Just forget about them. If they want to freaking ignore you thinking that they are far more superior than your ass, then so be it. But anyways, what we are here for is the Mark III. Now the Mark III is, oof, it's pretty damn solid. I love this mole suit. Its freaking speed is freaking goddamn nice. Now, this mole suit just feels like a goddamn Slim Jim. When I mean Slim Jim, I just feel like my legs are just so goddamn thin that a lot of the opponents literally shoot me right through the legs, and it's some nice good stuff. Now, using this mobile suit, man, the goddamn beam gun on this is really nice. I love it. The reason why I love it is it's got range 400, the regular beam gun, and the dual beam guns on its shoulders got around range of 450. Now, the range is basically telling me that this thing is a support. And using a support, you have to use it strategically. Now, what I love about this mobile suit is the goddamn speed of this thing. It is freaking satisfying, and I love the speed of this thing. And as you can see, there was a opponent in the enemy team that just basically left their team to basically rot. I have no reason or idea why that happens. But this mole suit's pretty damn solid. You can do some pretty sick piercing damage in certain moments, which is really freaking amazing. I love the piercing damage on this thing. Now, in this match, I was able to get like 7 kills and no deaths, which is very, very, very rare. It's like 1 out of 100 with this thing. And getting something like that is very difficult with this mole suit. This mole suit kind of feels like I'm using a GBO3 in a way, because the GBO3 feels, it basically has 3 weapons, and this mole suit has 3 weapons. But the weapons of this is, semi decent. Now, to use this mole suit, you have to chill back with your teammates. If you push forward this thing, you're gonna probably get attacked by a camper, which is very, very hard to counter with this thing. Now, like a 550 camper, oh man, that's really trolly. But using this thing, there's the 550 and the 600. I got the 600 variant. I was able to get that nice, nab right there. I was able to get that right in the bag with that. Now, over here in this specific moment, I was trying to go after these guys, and I was trying to go after this man, because them Zetas, pretty damn dangerous stuff right here. And I don't mind if anybody says anything in my comments. I'm just gonna let it run free. I'll accept any freaking word from anybody. I do not hide any words. I do not want problems. And that's the thing. Now, using this thing, it doesn't give you any problems whatsoever. It's a normal type of mobile suit. It feels pretty normal. It doesn't feel all that powerful. The only reason why I feel this thing feels really powerful is the movement. The movement is really fast. It's really quick. It's really agile. It's probably one of the most agile supports. I'm guessing. You know, it feels like a goddamn support, which is really cool. A general with a support dodge roll, I'll accept that any day of the week. Now, as you can see, a lot of us, we were basically chilling. I was chilling with this Mark III, me and him over here, and this Gabaldi, or I'm not sure what this thing is called. Oh my god, I am terrified of these things. Those mobile suits are very, very dangerous. You want to keep away from those. Those, you do not want them to go melee on you. Since it's a general, you gotta stay away from, especially if you're a raid. Now, at this specific moment, my HP was pretty damn low. I wanted to go repair, and you know, I kind of gave this mobile suit a double X paint scheme because I really love the anime Double X, and you need to watch Gundam X. It is really nice. I recommend it. If you're drunk, watch it when you're drunk. If you're in your, you know, in your type of moment, it's pretty damn freaking entertaining. I love it. Gundam anime was pretty damn sick, and that's the reason why I gave this mobile suit a, you know, Gundam X color scheme, because it kind of looks like a Gundam X with this type of color scheme, and it has kind of like the cannons, like the way it does. As you can see, the game was basically ending, and you know, I wanted to go after this GBO2, but you know, the goddamn freaking shot did not land because I believe the frame was just in a awkward position in a time frame. And right over here, I'm not sure why did that shot like connect, so I'll just take it, and the game is basically done. I'm just like, oh god. And as you can see, you know, this mobile suit, you can literally, you know, you can do some pretty nice hops with this, and man, oh man, it is fun. You don't have to worry about the boost of this mobile suit. And throughout this video, I'm going to tell you the cons about this mobile suit. There is a lot of good things about this thing. It's just, yeah, it's really nice. You know, it's nothing to, you know, say, oh, this is absolutely amazing, or this is absolutely like legit. As you can see, I'm able to get a really nice score. Pretty damn solid stuff. I enjoyed it, you know. But, you know, using the same old type of gun and the beam and the sword kind of makes it feel really boring. It doesn't pack a kick as I was expecting. It would have been really nice if those double beam guns would do a little bit more damage. It just doesn't feel like it does enough damage. Now, man, oh man, this mobile suit is stupid fast. It's really fast. It's nice. It's a variant of a Mark II, but a variant that basically transformed into a support class. Now, the Mark II, that has really good armaments. The Mark II basically has a sick beam gun with a lot of, you know, beam shots. Then you got the machine gun with 80 rounds. Then you got the Assailant, which is really good. Right over here, I'm basically trying to stay away from that man because I did not want to get shot by him. Then the Mark II is dangerous because of the melee, and the melee just drops real good. It drops real hard. As you can see, I was able to surprise this man coming from behind him, and that basically ended his whole engagement. That was a really good tactic, letting the opponent seem like he completely doesn't know that you are focused on him, so you basically completely ignore him and you can take him by surprise. Now in this match, it was a pretty damn beastly match. Now the cons with this mobile suit: it don't got armaments, it don't got like rockets, it don't got Vulcans, it don't got like wrist rockets or something, or like some machine gun or a bazooka or something. It don't got like extra fillers in this mobile suit. It is missing a lot of fillers. It doesn't feel like a support. It feels more like a, I don't know, it feels awkward. Another problem with this mobile suit is the one swing. The one swing is just, it's not sufficient enough, and having one swing is very, very hard to work with. And a lot of the engagements, a lot of the opponents can literally whoop your ass just with two swings or this and that. And another problem with this mobile suit is that the wing binders, oh my god, the opponents can literally shoot the wing binder, like the very end of it. They can literally freaking graze it and still get you. Now oh man, there's just so many problems with this mobile suit, but there's so many good things about this thing. But another problem with this mobile suit is the double beam cannons. Now the double beam cannons, it doesn't stagger on the first shot, so it really kind of triggers me. It triggers me a lot because it doesn't stagger on the very first shot. It staggers on the second shot, and it's pretty damn freaking painful. It's very painful because you just want to do some more damage, but you can't because you have to wait for your second shot, and you have to stand in one specific position. You have to stand in one specific position with this thing. And standing in one specific position is, that's a big green light for the enemies. It's just like, oh damn, he's gonna stand in one spot and I'm able to beam him. Ha ha ha, I'm so good. Now, what I love about this mobile suit is the one swing. And I don't know why, but I feel like the one swing in this mobile suit is really fast. It's very fast, it's very nice. The one swing with this mobile suit feeling really fast makes this thing pretty damn solid, and I love it. Which I have no problem with the one swing. Now this mobile suit, it should have been able to shoot on the move. Like, it would have been really cool if it would have been able to shoot on a move, or all hell, like in flight mode. That would have been so cool if you could shoot your double beam guns. There were so many things you could have done with this mobile suit that the developers did not add. But it is what it is. You can't change the whole thing. Now, I was over here trying to go after this raid. This raid was having a really bad day. He had like three guys just basically outnumber him, so that was no good. That was no bueno in his book. Muy malo en todos lados. And that's the thing about this mobile suit. When you are fighting a lot of these high tier type of mobile suits, a lot of these high tier mobile suits have a crazy advantage. As you can see, like when you shoot the beam, like the beam just doesn't stagger. It would have been really nice if it would stagger, not like the, what's it called, the goddamn freaking Methis, where the Methis could basically stagger you with basically everything it has. And the thing is, like, I'd rather use the Methis than this mobile suit. That's the honest truth. And as I know we were basically ahead this match. There was no possible way, so I wanted to finish this guy. The ace wanted to, do some crazy shenanigan right there. As you can see, I was going after this Jelgu, and I had a little bit of HP, and I wanted to, dive as much combat potential and much damage as humanly possible. And as I can see the goddamn freaking bubbles goddamn fizzling in there. Probably heat reaction, who knows? Well, that shit was mad heated. Now, when you're using this mobile suit, you're supposed to use it in long range. You're supposed to stay in long range with your friends. Being in close range is it's an alright option, but like I don't recommend it because there are going to be some mobile suits that just outperform you in very, very bad situations. As you can see, that man got staggered 4 times with a bunch of mole suits. And, like, you can't run away from freaking 4 beams that are just coming towards you. And, you're gonna see the full potential and full power of this mobile suit's beam on this Jelgu guy. As you can see, I literally went for the beam attack. I went for the beam attack again. Now went for the beam, sword, beam, sword, beam, sword. No, that's how it feels using this mole suit. It just feels really feels very lackluster. Feels really, I don't know, really boring, the whole type of combo on this. But when you're using a lot of other mobile suits, the other mobile suits just feel really nice. A lot of these other mobile suits, like the GBO2, you can literally shoot the goddamn the beam shield when you're in flight mode. Like when you're flying down onto an opponent, you can shoot when you're in the air, and that makes it really nice. As for this mobile suit, it's just I don't know. It's kind of a hassle to use, but if I had to rate this mobile suit, I'd give this a 9 out of 10. I would have been able to give it like a 10 out of 10 if it had an extra something on it. But just having really, really good speed just doesn't mean it's going to be really, really good. Having the double guns that you have to basically stand in one spot and use it is very, very, very hard, very annoying, because the opponent is able to predict you. And if an opponent ever has a Mark III, they know how that thing works. So you gotta keep that in mind. If they have a Mark III, they know how the Mark III works. So if the Mark III basically runs out of goddamn freaking beams, the opponent can take advantage. And the opponent can take advantage when you're shooting the double beam cannons onto one specific dude. They know that you have to land your second shot, because if you don't land your second shot, you are absolutely dead. Now, you cannot miss with this mole suit. You cannot miss with this thing. If you miss your shots, you are going to have kind of like a freaking Viva Pinata type of thing, where you're just literally, goddamn, I wish all my shots landed, but they couldn't land. Now, yeah, it's just very, very, very difficult to get your shots precise. This mole suit, you have to get your shots precise. If you don't get your shots precise, you're gonna struggle with this thing. You have to shoot precise. You have to practice your beam shots. And a lot of the other mobile suits, I could have used a lot of like really, really good mobile suits compared to this one. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Right over here, I was just basically trying to get a really good angle off these guys. And another thing that's really good with this thing is if you ever are in zoomed in mood, it's pretty damn good. It feels really nice, but when when a support spots you, oh god, I feel like the support's going to win the confrontation because they got a little bit more effective weapons to take your butt out. And this was a really bad engagement. I did not want to fight the Zero Shiki. The Zero Shiki's got much more capable power. It's got more beams. It could knock me out, but this man wasn't doing his Zero Shiki that good. He was just doing Zero Shiki type of things. Now over here, I was trying to get my shots off, but I could not get my shots off. And one of my team members was able to stop him from doing a lot of things. Now I missed my shot. Now I'm basically vulnerable. I don't have any other weapons. I have to use this goddamn beam gun and pray that I can freaking do some damage, man. Now right there, that was a basically how it feels when you're missing your shots with this thing. When you miss your shots, you're going to get smashed like a pancake. Real bad pancake. And the syrup meaning the goddamn freaking, lubricants of these goddamn Gundams. Now, when you're using this mobile suit, it's good to stick with your team members. If you're fighting a group of enemies, like if you're fighting 3 guys and you're just one mobile suit, oh god, you have to count on one gun. You basically have to count on the stagger gun, which is the four shot gun. So you have to count on your 4 shots to hope that you can fight off like 3 guys. And the beam gun, you're going to literally be a sitting good old-fashioned duck with this thing. And as you can see, I've been able to do really good matches with this mobile suit, but a lot of these good matches I could have done better with a lot of these mobile suits. And as you can see, this man was able to get me, and I was 100% sure I went for the downswing, and I kind of missed this man. Now the flight mechanic of this mobile suit is really good, but I'd rather use the Mark II's flight mechanic. The flight mechanic of the Mark II is amazing. Now, at this whole specific scenario, as you can see, there are 3 enemies here. I'm trying to do whatever I can to fight back. I have to use my gun, and man, it's reloading. Now I have to rely on these horrible goddamn freaking double beam guns, hoping that I can land 2 of these shots on one guy and stagger him. And I have to rely on the goddamn beam gun that it basically does a little bit of freaking damage, which is, oh my god, kind of damn painful. When you're using this mobile suit, it is really recommended if you go for a good old-fashioned range boost, because if you go for the range boost, it is pretty damn solid stuff. As you can see, I'm trying to bait this this palace right here with the attacks. I'm doing like normal basic moves. I did not want to go for the downswing, because if I go for the downswing, this man is going to be able to, do all sorts of things. And when you see a palace, you are 100% sure that you can shoot its shield. If you shoot its shield, it still counts as damage. The palace is a very big target and you cannot miss it. It is really easy to shoot at the palace, but the palace weapons are abysmal. And as you can see, it's able to do piercing damage with this mobile suit, and that's what I love about this thing. You could do piercing damage, and that's why I give it a few more points for this goddamn mobile suit. Now over here I was trying to get into this guy's, business, and there was another dude who spawned right in front of me. And the cool thing about this mobile suit is, the switch of this mobile suit, you're able to switch your weapons really quick, instantaneously. As a matter of fact, you can switch so quick, and the speed of this thing is so goddamn good. It's really nice. I love the speed of this mobile suit. But, it's got its flaws. You'll find out the other flaws about this mobile suit. You'll soon find out. But, when you're trying to use this mobile suit, you can rely on the shield. The shield is a really good type of thing that you can rely on. Really good stuff. As you can see, I was able to go downswing on these guys, but for some apparent reason, it did not knock this Zeta down. And right here, I wanted the ace to go after that man to get that kill. And I was basically trying to get over here, try to get some more, sabotage on this whole sector. And this whole type of environment is pretty damn solid, and I believe one of my team members just took a little bit too long trying to kill the goddamn freaking low HP Zeta. It's a really good solid mobile suit. I just wish it had just a little bit more, but it's really good. It's really good when you're doing 1v1 engagements. You can fight in 1v1 engagements, which is really nice. You can 2v1 this mobile suit and still poly win your engagement. Three people trying to engage you with this thing, you gotta need to try your luck with a goddamn freaking camper. The camper can solidly hold down 4 enemies if you're good enough. Now, right over here, when you're going for a cap, it is highly advised that you always protect your team member who is going for a cap. If you leave the cap open, the enemies gets a big old freaking open door for a really nice juicy shot on you. Now, that would be very, very bad news if you're, mad open for these enemies to do some stuff on you. That's not good. This was a low tier type of match where there were low tier players, but they were pretty damn advanced, which was really good stuff. And when you're using this mobile suit, you have to play it smart. And as you can see, I was able to get this Zeta A1, which I never did get that mobile suit. I would love to test that mobile suit out. It looks so goddamn amazing. And I love the blue beam sabers it basically has. Now, this Tristan guy, oh god, man. Look at this man go. You are going to watch this man wreak some havoc in here. With broken legs, look at him go. Right there, my melee did not catch him, which was really bad news. And he was basically finished. He was basically outnumbered throughout the whole confrontation, but he did some really nice work. I wanted to go after this Hambari because the Hambari is much more of a deadly target. The Hambari is a really good, solid mobile suit. Good at hit and runs. When you use a Hambari, you have to choose your engagements right. Now, at this specific moment, I did not want to fight the GBO2. That wouldn't end really well. That would be a bad decision for me to go after. I want to go after these easier targets. The GBO2 is a very hard target to approach. Very hard. You have to literally you have to think strategically when you're going against the GBO2s. Um, one false move against one of those mobile suits, you can guarantee your HP just get freaking evaporated like water, hot water and ice basically, and you know that's very bad. Now this thing is really solid because of the speed. The speed of this mole suit is way up there. Just moving this mole suit just feels good. It feels nice. It feels quick, just like the GBO3. The GBO3 is just almost basically on the same level as this thing, which is really good. But what the GBO3 has a problem is the goddamn beam rifle. The beam rifle is what just doesn't make any sense on the GBO3's beam rifle, and yet the camper gets like 4 or 5 stagger options. What? It doesn't make any sense. Now I'm over here trying to go after this Mbari, which was a good decision. He was basically distracted. Now I did not want to launch my beam shot on this Dresden because he's got maneuver armor. And all hell, if this mobile suit had maneuver armor, this mobile suit would have been really nice and really fun to use. Now I wanted to go after this A1 right here, but this A1 was smart enough to basically run away, which would have been a really bad, you know, bad engagement, me versus him. He would have basically lost, and I was able to get right behind this this GBO2. And when you're behind a GBO2, take the moment to kill him. Take the moment to kill the GBO2. If he's wide open, attack him. Attack him because he's basically busy, you know, spouting goddamn lead. But yeah, as you can see, one of my team members basically left the match. But you know, from him leaving the match, he's not going to realize that we win this match, you know, in the very end. He probably had a really bad game where, you know, he kept on dying. That happens a lot if you're in a camper. That's the sad thing. You get targeted real mad in a camper. And as you can see, you know, our ace is somewhere doing things, and I want to get this ace dead, because if I get the ace dead, he won't have a chance to throw out, you know, damage and get kills, because, you know, aces are able to get nice juicy kills. Now I wanted our ace to get that kill over there. I wanted to go after this man, but I think I killed him a little bit too quick, which was kind of like my epic fail. I wanted to go after this man because I felt like my ace needed that, you know, that help. And the problem is, you know, it was kind of like a really whack engagement, and I was trying to not shoot that Humbari. The Humbari basically took me by surprise. He just like went mad goddamn freaking surprise attacked me from closet attack. Now look at this. This is pretty damn solid. It can mad stagger, but you know, when you get you know, interfered with this thing, you basically lose the whole, you know, combo with this thing. And you don't want to lose the whole combo in this mole suit. And I went after that map because it was an easy kill and we were basically nice and juicy ahead. And look at this amazing game. Look at this. And we were able to get a nice kill on that map. which was a really solid game. I did not want to land my shot in between these guys, so I had to make sure to land the shot and make sure when you're when you're landing your shot, it's pretty funny. Now number 3 was basically, you know, his cursor was basically on top of an enemy's cursor, and I thought he was an enemy, so I shot him. But yeah, it was a pretty good solid game. It's really nice, and yeah, it's a 9 out of 10. It's pretty solid mobile suit, and see you all later.